Hey everybody, welcome back to James Draws Everything, where we are drawing every country in the world's flag. And continuing our series today, we are going back into the Pacific Ocean, and we're doing a very, very small country. I don't even know why I'm pulling this out, because you can't even see it on this map. It's called Nauru. James, you just made that up. There's no Nauru. Actually, yes there is. Nauru is a real country. It sits kind of south of the equator, south of the Marshall Islands in the Pacific. One of the smallest countries in the world. It's only about 8 square miles. So you could, have breakfast and then run around the entire country and be back before lunch. And there's only about 11,000 people in Nauru. And there's actually more Nauru people living outside of Nauru than there are inside. And it is pronounced Nauru, not Nauru. The NAU is a now. And kind of got a similar theme here. So we just did Haiti yesterday, one of my least favorite countries. And today we're doing Nauru, another island. And these countries are pretty similar because they're both giant piles of crap. Island countries that are giant piles of crap. And all right, hold on. Nauruans, don't hear me out here. Hear me out. Now Haiti is a giant pile of crap because of the people there, whereas Nauru is literally a giant pile of crap because it's built on guano. So basically, the island's entire economy is phosphate deposits from guano, which is bird dung, and guano is it was a highly sought after product for a long time. You can use it for fertilizer, explosives. So the Nauru people actually got very rich off of basically bird crap. So yeah, big pile of crap, but they made money off of it. So see, Nauru, you're not kicking me out, right? Okay, I can't afford to get kicked out of any more of these countries. So let's give a little bit of history on Nauru. Flag's pretty simple, so I'm just gonna kind of work that up first. Nauru was first settled about 10,000 BC by Micronesian and Polynesian people. So Nauruans, I guess you call them, are they're kind of mixed. They're not really Micronesian or Polynesian. They're kind of their own thing, and pretty difficult island to get to as far as like the geography. Doesn't really have any ports or anything like that, so very remote. They don't really have a lot of interaction with other people in that area, but there's 12 tribes of the native Nauruans, which are represented in the 12 points on this little star on the flag that I'm making. So the star, again, the 12 points stand for the 12 tribes, and it's a white star because, have you ever been sitting outside and then you felt something hit your shoulder and looked and saw a seagull over your head? You know what color it is. It's white. Phosphate guano is white. So the white star represents white crap. Literally. Go figure. You learned something here, huh? So in 1798, I'm just going to dry this off a little bit so I can erase those lines. In 1798, the British arrive, and they kind of use it as like a pit stop in the Pacific, when they're passing through, going to other islands. German Empire forcibly annexes it in 1888. And, the German Pacific Empire doesn't really get talked about too much. You don't really think of Germany as being out there, but they were prior to World War One. World War One, Palau, Germany loses that, so Palau gets taken over by the Australians. So they captured it from Germany. And then in World War Two, they're occupied by the Japanese. So very complex history, kind of getting bounced around by greater powers. And again, Nauru only 11,000 people, so they really don't have much of like a military or anything to speak of. I believe to this day they're pretty much reliant on like Australia and New Zealand for their defense, as well as a lot of their economy just comes from remittance payments, because they pretty much depleted their natural resources, and we'll get to that. They are considered, I guess, one of the most obese people in the world, unfortunately, and a lot of that is because their diet is very fatty. Not a lot of room for agriculture and whatnot on the island, so a lot of what they eat is, fish, and fish in that area are pretty fatty. So a lot of South Pacific people are like that. You ever meet Samoans or people from Tonga? They're big boys. That's why a lot of them end up in the NFL and the WWE. NFL and WWE have to have a higher South Pacific per capita population than like anywhere else in the world. So yeah, in 1900, the phosphate deposits were discovered and then utilized. And again, you can use that for fertilizer. You can use it for explosives. So it actually made the Nauruans a rich people. They were one of the richest countries in the world. Not anymore, because years and years of just mining those resources led to depletion of them, and yeah, that kind of tanked their economy once that dried up, no pun intended. And yeah, so it put them in kind of a tough spot. They were under they were basically under a UN trust for a period after World War II, and then they gained independence from Australia in 1968. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much where the modern state of Nauru starts. And again, because they're not really, I mean, again, it's only 8 square miles, and only about 11,000 people, so there's not much there. The country doesn't even really have like an official capital; it just kind of has like an administrative region. And to kind of try to recover their economy, Nauru attempted to be an offshore banking haven, kind of like you think of like the Cayman Islands or something in the Caribbean, where basically that's an island where you basically just put your money, right? And that didn't really work out. They made a lot of bad investments as far as like foreign bonds and things like that, and country pretty much went bankrupt as a result. Again, they still receive a lot of aid from neighboring, well, they don't really have neighbors, they're an island, but you know what I mean, Australia, New Zealand. They received a generous aid package from Russia for recognizing, I always forget this name, what is it, Abkhazia? And that's not South Ossetia, is it? But something like that. So they get aid from a lot of different countries, and they formally recognized Taiwan, and then they didn't, which kind of made them mad, the Taiwanese people. And then they kind of did again to get some more remittance, foreign aid from them. And I always find this interesting. Like, can you imagine like being at the UN, right? They're making big decisions about something, like, what are we going to do about the such and such crisis? And then, they're all standing around and they're like, well, wait, we haven't heard from Nauru yet. It's like, really? Does their opinion really matter? This tiny country? It's like, let the delegate from Nauru speak before we make our decision. Yeah, but it's a real country. So there it is. There's Nauru. And again, the flag, the blue, you know what this means, island country. The blue means Pacific Ocean. The star means bird crap, 12 tribes. And this means the equator, this gold ribbon here. And I think you could probably do a little bit more with the flag of Nauru. And So let's see here. You're going to get a little James Draws Everything bonus content. Alright, so James, what can you do with the flag of Nauru? You see that rhymed? What can you do with the flag of Nauru while keeping the spirit of the flag the same, but maybe just changing a few things on it? Okay, so I'm going to keep the equator, right? Because that's that's where they're physically located. We'll respect the tradition here and keep that. And I'm going to keep the Pacific Ocean. We'll keep that on the flag too. And I'm even going to keep the white, but not in ways that maybe you'd think. So let's see here. So it's a phosphate-rich island, and I'm going to draw a frigate burb, a lot like the the flag of Kiribati. We're going to have a frigate bird flying freely, and there actually was a huge war. You never hear about this between Nauru and Kiribati in the 1980s, and they were kind of because Nauru used to have a frigate burb on their flag, and Kiribati took exception to that, and yeah, this was crazy. They actually rode frigate burbs into battle and dropped incendiary explosives using that phosphate. Yeah, one of the more interesting wars to study, and you probably never heard about it because I made it up, or did I? Anyways, I think you see what I'm doing here, right? These are phosphate deposits. Now, I probably could have did 12 of these little droppings here, just to pay respect to the 12 tribes of Nauru. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4, and then there's pretend. That's the rest of them there. They're all piled up. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of character to the Nauru flag. So we got a frigate burb dropping some phosphate, making hey, the phosphate, it made them rich, right? So this frigate burb is almost like Santa Claus, although instead of dropping presents down the chimney, he's dropping droppings. Dropping droppings on the equator of Nauru. And this is the James Draws Everything bonus content, the DVD extras in my series here. So which flag do you think is better? The James Draws Everything Nauru flag with the burb and the actual phosphate, or this symbolic phosphate Nauru flag? I don't know. I kind of like this one. Would I wear that on a t-shirt? Yeah, probably. All right, everybody. So that's Nauru. Nauru, I hope I was not insulting your country, because I definitely did not mean to, so please don't kick me out. I thought I was paying respect to it. Again, this stuff made you rich. So if you are from Nauru, there's only 10,000 of you, so don't know what the odds are as far as you watching this, but everybody, Nauruans and everybody else, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video.